just turned 21, giving the Timberwolves 22-9. We got kids in the Thursday Night Spotlight next. It is TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Philly, Minnesota called by Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and Lewis Johnson. And then the Bulls and Jazz with Marv Albert, Kevin McHale, and Dennis Scott. Here in Atlanta's Studio J, Ernie Johnson, we got Shaquille O'Neal, got Ken Smith, and
Ken Smith. I
Charles.
You remember that Pepsi hot shot?
Yes.
Ken Smith from Rico Park.
Charles Barkley off the road where he was in Miami last week. Great to have you back inside the walls of Studio J. Chuckster, you thrilled to be
What are you doing,
here?
a mannequin challenge?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's pretty good.
Oh, I know how to, you know I can break that spell.
How can you break it?
Watch him now. Georgia didn't even have to do it. Georgia 13, Auburn 7. There you go. That'll do it
tell
every
you what,
time.
man. Congratulations, Ernie. I'm going to be the bigger man.
Thank you so much.
You guys
I
were
appreciate
awesome.
that,
We
yeah.
sucked. That's okay.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get Alabama overconfident for the Iron Bowl next week.
Yeah, you may
All
have,
right, bet it. Make
you
a
may
lot
have
of yourself.
accomplished
I'm
that.
not going to bet that game. I'm not drunk or stupid.
Let's see. Auto Trader player comparison. We're looking at two of the youngest teams in the NBA. Minnesota is the youngest, and Philadelphia is the fourth youngest. And look at the ages on these guys. I mean, you're looking at 20 to 22 years old up and down the line for a lot of these guys. Who, in your mind, Kenny, which of these players are we going to be looking at? And granted, we haven't seen Ben Simmons. He's going to miss the season. But in your mind, 10 years from now, we're going to be saying most guys are perennial all-star.
You know what? I'm looking at this. You must be looking at my notes. I was like, I'm going to put in my crystal ball and put 4 years from now. I'm going to talk about a new election. We're going to be talking about my son graduating from college. Is he going to get drafted? Oh, we're going to talk about, Charles, you're going to get another hip surgery. This is for, but these are going to be the
You
two
only have
teams.
two hips, fool.
Well, you're going to get another one,
No,
possibly.
you don't need, no.
You only have to get
First of all,
Don't say that. He got two good hips now.
Oh, I thought he only got one. So I didn't know you had
let me
one.
show you putting my foot up your ass.
No, y'all want to see it. If you can lift if you can lift it this far.
What?
Can you put it back down?
Don't
challenge me, America.
I'm going to tell you. I told you, 1987, Charles Barkley, I was scared of. 2016, I'll slap the hell out of you. I ain't worried about no 2016, Charles Barkley.
Okay, so who's going to be the guy?
These teams, if possibly, this is what we'll be talking about, the marquee matchup. We'll be waiting for these kind of guys because between Wiggins, on the perimeter, and what Embiid can do in the interior, along with obviously Karl Anthony Towns. But Embiid and Wiggins have the ability possibly to be special to limits that we only see greatness come because they're unique. We've seen guys like Karl Anthony Towns. We've seen guys like Okafor who are great players, don't get me wrong. But we have not seen guys who can dominate on both ends of the floor, and Wiggins might be one of those guys who can do both on both ends of the floor as well.
Well, let me speak firsthand. I want to thank Brian Colangelo, Brett Brown for inviting me and my old coach Billy Cunningham to see the Sixers practice before the season started.
Did you go?
I did go.
Oh, okay.
And I left there, and I called everybody. I says, let me tell y'all something. This is before Ben Simmons broke his foot.
Yeah.
I says, Embiid is incredible. Simmons is spectacular. I said, if these guys, obviously, if Embiid can stay healthy, I didn't know Simmons was going to get hurt. I says, these guys in the next 10 years are going to be scary. I says, I love Saric. They brought in some veteran guys, Jared Bayless and Gerald Henderson. I said, if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, and Ben Simmons, like I said, this is before he broke his foot. I said, this is like, to me, it's like a young Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook type situation where they're going to have the foundation.
And James Harden, like those three.
Yes. Like they're
three stars.
Well, but they do actually have a couple problems. They've got to decide what to do with Noel
or Okafor.
and Okafor because you can't have all those big guys. But if Embiid can stay healthy and Ben Simmons can get healthy, those two guys, they are transformational guys. It was incredible to watch in practice.
Jump in here, Shaq.
I have to go with Karl Anthony Towns. One from, he's from Jersey. He came into the league with high expectations, high potential. was tutored a little bit by Kevin Garnett, but, he's young, he's energetic, he loves to play the game. And, he's playing for the right coach. A coach is going to hold him accountable. A coach is going to lay out what he wants to do for him. And this guy can do it on both ends also. He runs the floor, inside, outside, defense, and he's only getting better. I think this is his second year. So 3-4 years from now, I think he will be the best big man in the league.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
Oh, Chris Dunn, we forgot about him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Zach LaVine's playing
Oh, my
great.
God, Zach LaVine, we forgot about him.
And let me just make this one point. I do agree with you. I think Karl Anthony Towns is going to be the best big man in the game. No disrespect to Anthony Davis or Marc Gasol and guys like that.
You think he's going to be better than Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
You know the difference?
I think it'd be good.
Not better. He's going to be on the same plateau.
Okay.
I think Anthony Davis.
There's similar players already now.
Yeah, but he is just bigger.
Yeah.
But Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns are going to be the two best big men in the NBA in the next let's be realistic, for the next 10 years. But I do agree with Kenneth. The key to me is going to be Chris Dunn. I thought Chris Dunn, in my opinion, was going to be the Rookie of the Year. I love Tibbs, but they got to turn Chris Dunn loose because Wiggins is going to do all right. Big Cat's